Yeah, I mean,
So what happened at your work day today?
at my job,
I was asking Naomi, and then I'm gonna come to you.
my
Uh,
bad. I just been.
Right. I'd already asked. I'd already asked.
Oh, I thought it was interesting when you talk to one person, it's thunder and lightning, and you talk to the next person, you hear the birds chirping.
Oh yeah, yeah, yep. Where I stay, it was 80 plus degrees, almost 90. But where I was at today, it was 60 something degrees and raining. Yep,
Oh my god,
it was horrible.
I ain't gonna be able to do it.
And I was in the mountains, so it was like I was right in the thick of things.
Mm.
Yeah. How about
It's
your work?
mountain.
Your work day today. How'd it go? Mr. Rich?
Oh, okay. Uh, it was okay. So there's a guy at my job,
Mm.
kind of a moron, and I don't know what it is about morons that make them so attracted to come and talk to me all the time.
Mm. I like where this is going.
Now we all know that I check shit immediately.
Right.
I've checked some things with him. He seems not to get it though. All that playful, buddy. Long story short, the first time I met him, all he do is clean up at my job. That's all he really do. He really just like a janitor. I think he related to the big boss, but don't nobody want to say that because he come and go whenever he please, and he don't do shit. But he buy everybody Starbucks. He buy everybody Starbucks. He buy pizza. And I'm like, how the fuck is this nigga cleaning up, buying all this shit? So one day I asked, maybe the second day, they were like, oh no, yeah, he owns like 3 food trucks. I said, well, what the fuck is he doing?
Undercover ball.
Nah, he ain't smart enough.
Oh, shit.
Food trucks, I could believe. The company I work for, no sir.
Okay.
Too many chemicals. So they say, yeah, he got child support. And they was trying to hit him because she said he owned all them trucks. And he went and got a job. Like, nope, I work a job. So
Well, he ain't that dumb.
and he is.
Oh man.
So me being from LA, this is a person of Spanish descent, Mexican, if you will.
Okay.
He decides to buy pizza. Everybody at my job Mexican, except me, and the people in the office is white. He says, "Oh, hey, go in there and get some pizza. Whatever his name is, he just bought some pizza. He offering it to everybody." I say, that would be cool. I could go for some pizza right now, but I'm gonna just see. He's like, "Oh yeah, just go in there. He'll offer it to you." I told him you were in here. I said, "Okay, bet." I was going that way anyway for some paperwork. Bring the paperwork back. We catch eyes. He look at me. I look at him, and then he go in the bathroom behind somebody else talking to them. Now that was his opportunity. So I said, "Okay, that's the vibe. Offer everybody some shit, and then forget about me. Cool. I'm gonna keep that in mind because it'd be like that sometimes." So anything he ever offered me, I don't take, or if I do take it, I don't eat it or drink it.
He's caught wind of that, right?
Huh?
He's caught wind to that, right?
I hope so, but I don't think so because he's not very smart. So I told him kind of like I don't like, you know. Okay, so I told him I don't kind of like drinking stuff and eating stuff from at the job because of the.
And he says,
Says I know that's what he said, and I say,
"Oh,
you know what? I said bet, and I took the little soda or Starbucks or whatever he gave me, and I set it in the refrigerator for a week, and I left it in the refrigerator so everybody could see it rotten. I didn't throw it away at the end of the day. I left it in there for a week, maybe a week and a half, and the playfulness and running up in front of my forklift, and you know when I'm on the forklift, I checked a whole lot of stuff, but today topped the cake. He shot through the parking lot. I had my earphones on. I didn't hear him coming. He boxed my car in the parking lot and then hit the horn right behind me in the F-150.
oh man,
Man, I was so livid. First of all, it's lunchtime. I haven't eaten. That's a problem.
mm.
And then he hit me with the what? I said, man, move your truck out my way, man, before it get moved. And then he heard how I said that, and he kind of knew like the vibe was off. Do you know this man seen the look on my face, bowed down, dipped, came back, and asked me, should he bet on the Warriors game? I said, something wrong. Like, what is wrong with this nigga? He just don't get it. So that was my day.
You got those happy-go-lucky people, man. That their eagerness to be accepted and like trumps all kinds of danger and all kinds of confrontation. Man, you know what I mean? They ain't understanding. You sitting there like, I'm about to lay this one out. And he's just like, yeah, man, like, how much you gonna put on the game?
Man,
Oh my god.
those
Mind
social
you,
cues.
he keep winning all these bets, and that's what's killing me because he ain't, I guess you're right. He ain't that dumb. Maybe he just playing dumb. Because remember that Carnelo fight? Was it Carnelo?
Yeah, the Canelo fight, yeah.
He Mexican. He worked with all Mexicans. Carnelo Mexican. He bet on a Russian. He bet everybody $100. Everybody who would take the bet, he bet
that old boy was gonna win.
That the Russian was gonna win.
Mm-hmm. Well,
he made like $2,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hence the pizza and the Starbucks and but I heard a couple people wasn't gonna pay him because he's a dummy.
Hey, they might not want to cross that line. They might not want to see what's on the other side, man. He may.
I think so, bro, because look, after that happened, I don't think a couple of them paid him, and like 12 people went out with COVID.
Mm.
See what I mean?
On that side of the building, like nobody on my side.
I mean, and he got control of all the chemicals that y'all got to inhale and shit. Come on now.
I'm like, man, did he bring a swab or something? Did he?
You feel me?
No.
That is funny.
Oh man. On that note, welcome everybody to Incorrectly Correct. We are here tonight. I have the lovely Queen introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Queen Naomi.
That's all they get. That's all they get. All right. That's it. All right.
We go work on that. We go.
Big Rich, let everybody know what's happening.
Oh, just on here, Box Truck Rich, YouTube, Instagram. I need some followers. I think I got like 3. It'd be nice.
Oh, yeah, people stop tripping. Go on and run that up.
It'll say, I'm on YouTube and Instagram, Box Truck Rich, no spaces, just how you spell it.
Okay. Okay. Well, you know it is. It's Gio, Sir Gio. We're here yet again, man, on a lovely Friday night. Got the Henny on deck.
Ooh,
We about to get into some
man.
Anybody got a story or anything they want to bring across before we get into this topic? Something that they seen that they kind of want to talk about?
Just I sent you that link. Did you get a chance to see it?
Yes.
How about you, Naomi? Did you catch wind of the link?
No, what was the link?
It was a English millionaire
Mhm.
from England that was in I want to say a 12-year marriage with a
Yep.
woman, and then got divorced and got a new girlfriend, and him and his girlfriend went to the doctor and found out that he was diagnosed with a disease that makes him infertile.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
But he had a 21-year-old son and 2 17-year-old twins with her.
Mm-mm. Or
All
did he?
boys. Or did he? He did not.
Not.
So, as the pimp he is, he decided to sue her. And he sued her, and they settled for $250,000. I guess they both had good careers because, they were thinking, they were trying to get pregnant. They couldn't get pregnant in the beginning of the marriage. And the wife was like, oh, we both have our careers. We're doing good. Let's just do that. And then they tried the in vitro fertilization. And right after they tried it, it worked. She was pregnant. So we thought. So they thought. So he thought.
Right.
Because I'm quite sure she knew there was a chance. But yeah, he ended up ended up doing an interview with an English journalist, and the journalist kind of like badgered him.
Was she not? She was in his ass about it.
She was like, well, they're your sons. Like, well, wait a minute.
Well, no.
The good Lord said it. and the people and the people at the doctor's office said it was 99.9%.
They are not my children.
Man, and like she was like, what did that do for them? Like, wait a minute. She lied, right? Like, what?
Like, how are we still on me?
She lied about this whole thing. Like, but he was cool. He was calm. He was a good dude. He answered the questions like a intelligent man. And yeah, man. But it hit deep.
Well, it hit and I know it. I ain't got children, but I know it hit. It would have hit. It hit me deep, even if I did, because I ain't where he's at in the status game. You know what I'm saying? He got too much money to trip. You know what I mean? Like, for us to be, if it would have been me, I'd be like, mother, you know how much money I know, but man,
you're successful. Would you sue her? Like, bitch, I just took care. And then at one point in the conversation, he was like, they're grown men now. Like, they understand what's going on.
Right.
That's her problem.
Wow.
It's another country too, so we don't know how their you know what I'm saying, fraternity laws go. I know out here that mama's baby, daddy's maybe
mama's peer, man. I'm telling you,
man, it's just like, hey, it happened. You asked out, bro. All that money you spent. Sorry. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no suing out here.
Real talk. And you know, just to be honest, man, I done had women that hit me up later on, like, hey, you know, I need
Ooh.
abortion, right?
Oh,
What?
Mm,
oh.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
how about the hey, you know I'm pregnant with your man's baby, but I'm
Ooh,
not because I want him.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
ooh,
Mm,
Keep a nigga baby. Oh no.
and was never pregnant, man.
sucker.
Mm.
Damn, it's not funny, but it's like,
No,
I,
it's hilarious now. Yeah, it's very funny now. In that moment, it wasn't funny at all, my friend. Somebody was about to get pulled up on.
too fake.
Man, it's a cold world out here. And
That's
in the theme of that, man, let's get you to this topic. I'm glad we said it's a beautiful segue. Tonight's topic is holding me down or holding me down. There is a difference.
I like it a lot.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot.
You know, relationships can be seen in different dimensions, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you see these relationships, whether it's with, you know, a significant other, a mother, a dad, a son, a brother, whatever the relationship is, when you see them as pivotal, is that person there for your growth or there for your downfall?
Ooh, let me take a walk on this one. I'm talking about, man.
And going by your reaction, I'm pretty sure you've been in a situation to where you had to question that, right?
Mm.
I got questions. First one I'm gonna lay out to y'all. Are you capable of seeing the difference between being held down or held down? Are you capable of seeing it?
Sometimes it's hard to see it because you be so in oblivion of love, you can't really step out that picture to see what's going on. But it seems like everybody else can see what's going on.
Mm. Go further into that. Is this with who is this with that you're speaking of? You
Just
didn't
in
got to
general.
be yeah, okay, just in general. Got it.
Just in general. A lot of people love people for different reasons.
Yep.
And if that's somebody that you said, oh, this is the man of my dreams or the woman of my dreams, they can't do no wrong. You put them on a pedestal. You can't see, you have blinders on all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They could be doing something right in front of your face and you do not see it. It does not click until after you remove yourself after the relationship. Sometimes you have to reflect, like, I can't believe I stood for this or I did this.
Man.
Okay. How about you, Rick? Are you capable of seeing the difference between
I
being held down and being held down?
I am. Well, see, that's the whole thing. At different points in my life, I didn't have the same perspective. Like over time, things change.
Ah,
And I look back and I say, well, damn, that motherfucker was holding me down like no other. What the F was I thinking?
mm.
Like, but back then it's like, you know, oh man, you know who I am.
Yeah.
And then I also had family, very close family, that was like sabotaging me on some, like I'm trying to go to college and I'm trying to do this basketball and I'm trying to, yeah. So I got a job at the airport and then I'll get 3 hours of sleep and I go to work for 12 hours and then I go to school for 6 hours and then I go to practice for 2 hours and then I sleep for 3 hours. And I'm doing it without them solo away from everybody. And then they come and they say, oh, well, you're doing so well. Why don't you come back? And I'm young, 19 or something like that, 20. Yeah, I'll come back because it's kind of hard. This is really
Right.
for a motherfucker to let me get good and in the house and kill all my other situations that I had going on, and then say, oh, you didn't wash the dishes, get out. Almost exactly how it happened. I'm leaving out some stuff, but yeah, like, wait a minute.
Wow, man.
But now that same person is doing everything, realized, perspective, time, different situations. I fucked up. You were the one that I should have put all my effort into. Yeah. It only took 20 years.
better late than never. Better late than never. So it seems like, with time, you're able to have the clear view glasses on. Right? As you just stated, this person you speaking of, it took them time for them to see. Okay. Now, which one, meaning being held down, and when you hear me say held with emphasis, that means someone is holding you down and not letting you progress and grow. And when you hear me say held down, I put the emphasis on down, meaning they was there for you no matter what. Unconditional, I got you, right? So which one of those instances gave you more insight in your life's progression?
Honestly, being held down. It got me. I always say this to everybody, even as a young man. I figured it out around that time because of that situation and a couple others, that you ain't really grown till you went through something. If you had it all handed to you, and I'm 27, I'm 28. Yeah, you 28, but have you ever went without your ring? Have you ever had to catch a bus? Have you ever had to move out right now? Have things catastrophically changed in your life at the drop of a dime, and you had to put the pieces back together? If you've never been through that, yeah, you 30 years old, but nigga, your mama still pay your rent.
Right.
Trust fund.
Right. And for you, Naomi, which one gave you more insight on your life's progression?
I was more held down than held down.
Okay.
So I always encountered opportunities growing up. They looked at the job, they looked at what I had, because I like nice things, So when you have nice things, people want to, either drive, ride, or even live in your nice things,
Oh yeah.
And they don't want to do the work their own self. So
well, I'm gonna say for me, being held down gave me more insight in life's progression, but it was only after that person was no longer a part of my life. Right? I see this, who I'm speaking of, held me down, and I wasn't mature enough
Me too.
to see it. And whenever I had that alone time, it's like, well, I'll be damned. I can see clearly now that my reign is gone. You know what I'm saying? Like the storm that I brought along, I can see clearly now that that's gone. And it's funny how life will throw you zingers like that. You know, so it's good to know that it's possible to progress in life with any of those situations happening to you.
Yeah.
You know. Now, question: can the two of those scenarios, being held down or held down, can the two of those exist in a relationship and bring
Yes.
forth balance?
At the same time?
It's the question: can they exist?
Yes.
Yeah, because somebody could help you out, take care of everything for you, and look out, make sure you're all right, but in a way where you can't progress without them.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta stay here. I got you, but you gotta stay here. Yeah.
Yes, sir. What were you gonna say, Naomi?
Same thing.
No. Can the two exist in a relationship and bring forth a balance?
I don't know about that.
You know, that's why I would say no. Right? Because obviously one of them you don't see. And you're paying attention to the other so much that you don't see the other one, and there's no balance there. There's no contrast. You are literally weighing in on one end, and the scale is, you know what I mean, has been heavily tipped. And of course, I'm speaking, metaphorically, so say that, my say a friend of mine held me down, and when they see that there's a growth of maybe rage or I'm trying to put the word together, rebellion on my end. Now the person that wants to hold me down in fear of losing a potentially good friend, great friend, and they see their ways. But in those situations, by then it's too late. It's too late. Now I got to switch it up because this person is staying solid. Maybe he don't see what I'm doing. He's staying solid though. And then once I realize it and that friend try to switch it up within the same realm of it, now I'm ghost. So if you ask me, I don't think the two can exist and it can't bring forth any type of balance. But I clearly understand what you two said, and you guys are absolutely right. Now, here's the kicker. Is it even possible to hold someone down in this transactional / conditional society that we live in?
That's
I
a
would
good
like
one.
to believe. I would like to believe it is, but it's so much bullshit, man. So, I mean, everybody got a problem. They got their own problem, and honestly, it seemed like everybody that you deal with it's like, well, what am I gonna get out of this?
There you go. There you go. Keep going. Keep going. You on the road here.
Or
It's
let me
always
hold you down. Let me hold you down for that investment in the long run.
Mm.
mm-hmm. And you like to think that things is like they used to be. You know, when you were young, you were friends because you was friends. Everybody was cool because they cool. And I don't know if that was because back then we really didn't have a care in the world. You know, the rent was paid. We don't know how. So
That's true.
it warped your sight. It's like
Mhm.
everybody cool. And don't get me wrong, it's the weird people who grew up funny that do funny things that we just, you know, we try to keep them away. But as you get older, those same people who were unconditionally cool, just on some, we young and, you know, we ain't got nothing to worry about but shoes and clothes and video games.
Yeah.
Now, they kids got kids. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, I got real problems. Try to get an old friend on the phone.
Yeah. That's funny that you say that about me and Young, and you know, you ain't got a real care in the world, and you just, you know, so that relationship with that friend is just, it's all hunky dory outside of the weirdos that you was talking about, but you really ain't got much to worry about, right?
Mm-hmm.
But even when times go by and you get older, people will still use that transactional mentality towards you.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Hey, remember when we was like teenagers, man, and I always looked out for you, man. You mean to tell me you can't slide me a little bread right here and there? Like, nah, I just paid all my bills, man. I ain't got nothing on me. Damn, man, I thought you was solid. Something over half my life ago.
Man.
So
I
that transactional mentality stays present. Not all the time, but it stays present, man. And it it's possible. It's possible to hold someone down